Hi everyone, it's Lucy and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about vegetable oils. I bet you've heard people say that vegetable oils are super healthy and that you should be putting them in your salads or any of your meals. And I also bet you've heard people say the exact opposite, that oils should be avoided at all costs. So it seems like everybody has a different opinion regarding oils, whether or not they're healthy, which ones are healthy, and also which ones you can actually cook with. So today I'm going to make a little roundup video for you and talk to you about all of the different oils, which ones are good for you, which ones are bad for you, which ones are in the middle, and which ones you can use for cooking. First of all, what is vegetable oil? Vegetable oil is extracted from a plant's seed, nut, or fruit. It can be obtained by pressing or crushing the plant or by using a chemical solvent. The most common oils you've probably heard of are canola oil, palm oil, olive oil, coconut oil. So now the big question, is vegetable oil healthy? Well, I'm going to give you a few tips to be able to tell whether an oil is healthy or not. The first thing you should look at is the way the oil was produced. Most vegetable oils are highly processed and refined. If you take the chemically extracted oils, I'm going to give you a little summary of how that goes. The seeds, which can be genetically modified but aren't always, are turned into flakes and cooked. This denatures the cell tissues in order for the solvent to get in. Then solvent is then mixed into the seeds in order to extract the oil. The mixture is then heated and the oil is recovered. In some cases, there can be even more steps such as bleaching, refining, deodorizing, etc. If you want to know more, feel free to look at the full technique. But it is quite harmful to human health, and it goes without saying that oils that are made this way shouldn't be consumed. This mainly includes canola oil, corn oil, cottonseed oil, and general vegetable oils. However, you can also obtain this oil by mechanical pressing, and in this situation, compressive forces separate the oil from the seeds and there are no chemicals involved. The second thing you should look at is whether the oil is refined or unrefined. An unrefined oil basically means that after the extraction process, nothing more is done to it, isn't touched in any way. And this enables you to keep the benefits of the plant. This is the best kind of oil to go for. The kind of oil you should really avoid is the chemically refined oil. This means it has been bleached or treated with something you just don't want. However, a naturally refined oil can be fine. That means that the oil was refined but with mechanical forces and no chemicals were involved. It isn't as good as unrefined oils because it doesn't have all of the plant's benefits, but it does have a few good sides. For instance, a refined oil can withstand heat better, and also it doesn't taste like the plant it was extracted from. So for example, if you want to cook with coconut oil, but you don't want that strong coconut taste in your meal, or with avocado oil, you can use the naturally refined versions so you don't have the taste. The third thing you should look at when choosing an oil is the type of fat it contains. The one type of fat you should really avoid is trans fat, especially artificial trans fat. This type of fat raises the bad LDL cholesterol and lowers the good HDL cholesterol. Artificial trans fat has been banned in many countries, but you can still find it in margarine or in some processed foods. So on the other hand, the fat that you do want is the monounsaturated fat. And these types of fats actually raise the healthy HDL cholesterol and lower the LDL cholesterol. They may also reduce disease risk factors. As usual, if you're interested in my sources, don't forget to check out my blog posts that I will be leaving in the description. Oils that are rich in monounsaturated fats include olive oil, avocado oil, peanut oil, sesame oil, and canola oil. So you've seen which fat fats you should avoid, the trans fats, and which fats you should go for, the monounsaturated fats. Now, there are two types of fats that are left and where things aren't as clear. The first type of fats are the saturated fats. So saturated fats are often seen as less healthy than unsaturated fats because they raise cholesterol levels. However, some studies found that they were not associated with any type of heart disease. And a review of studies also showed that reducing saturated fats didn't really have an impact on different health factors. However, it's apparently a good strategy to replace saturated fats by polyunsaturated fats. So this may still be a bit confusing, but to sum up, if you consume saturated fats in moderation, meaning no more than 10% of your diet, then it's fine. But the problem is that you're probably already consuming these saturated fats in excess, so getting oil that is high in saturated fats can be a little bit overkill. Coconut oil is a type of oil that is high in saturated fats, for example. Now, polyunsaturated fats are also a source of debate. Some people swear by them and other people never want to approach them. And I'll explain to you why in a moment. But first of all, studies show that replacing saturated fats with polyunsaturated fats prevents coronary heart disease. Polyunsaturated fats include omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, and this is where a lot of the confusion stems from. Both of these fatty acids are essential to your body because it cannot make them on its own, so you have to give them to your body through food. Omega-3 fatty acids can protect against heart disease and are anti-inflammatory, whereas omega-6 fatty acids are pro-inflammatory. So what you should really be paying attention to is the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. While it's very important that you get some omega-6 fatty acids, the average Western diet has a ratio of around 15 omega-6 to 1 omega-3, so that's very excessive. This promotes many diseases such as cancer, heart disease, and inflammatory diseases. So since you're already probably getting way too much omega-6 from your foods, you should really try to get oils that are high in omega-3 fatty acids. Flaxseed oil and chia seed oil are great examples of that. You should also stay away from oils that are high in omega-6 fatty acids, such as sunflower oil, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil, corn oil. Hemp and walnut oils also have a ratio that's around 5:1 and 3:1, so they're good to consume as well. So now that we've seen all of the different things you should watch out for when choosing your oil, I'm going to also talk about something that can be really important, and that is what oils you should use to cook. Some oils are great on salads, but not so great to cook with. That's because each oil has a different smoke point, which is the temperature at which the oil stops simmering and starts smoking. If your oil starts to smoke, then it means that it is breaking down, and that is, it is potentially releasing harmful chemicals and free radicals. These could make your food taste bad, of course, but they could also be pretty harmful to your health. So you really need to decide which oil is best depending on the temperature you want to use. Great oils for cooking at high temperatures include avocado oil and naturally refined coconut oil. For cooking at medium heat, you can use sesame oil, virgin coconut oil, or olive oil. Canola oil, sunflower oil, and general vegetable oils are also good for cooking, but I wouldn't use them based on the health implications I listed above. Now, if you can get some canola oil that is virgin, unrefined, cold pressed, and everything like that, then go for it. So now I'm going to sum all of this up so this can be easy to refer to. So olive oil, as long as it's extra virgin olive oil, is a must-have. You can drizzle it over salads, use it in dips, use it in seasonings, whatever you want, and you can also use it for cooking at medium heat. Flaxseed, chia seed, and hemp oils are great for drizzling over salads or using as dips and condiments, but shouldn't be used for cooking. Coconut oil and avocado oil are great for cooking. If you're asking for the big winner, my personal favorite is olive oil. I really use it on everything. So remember to check the way your oil was made. Make sure that it is either unrefined, or if it is refined, make sure it is naturally refined. Prefer monounsaturated fats or oils that are high in omega-3 polyunsaturated fats. And finally, make sure to check your oil's smoke point before cooking with it. As you should know, fat is an important part of your diet, and choosing healthy oil is a great way to get some healthy fat. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't hesitate to like it and subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye.